was quite surprised to learn that the founder has a rating on IMDb of 7.2. That's not because I didn't like it. On the contrary, I absolutely loved this film. However, I have not heard that many good things about it from other people, so I guess I've just been speaking to the wrong people, because I thought it was great, and apparently so do 125,000 people. This was released in 2016, and it's basically described as the origin story from McDonald's. And that was something I was really interested in, because like many children, I spent many a happy hour in McDonald's as a child, enjoying Happy Meals and Ronald McDonald and playing in the ball pits, which were always full of really loud children, and I was a very quiet child. Nevertheless, very fond memories. And I was very interested to kind of learn more about this, but having watched The Founder, I'm slightly confused about what the film is trying to say, because on the one hand, it talks about how Ray Kroc took the McDonald brothers restaurant and turned it into, obviously, the McDonald's that we know today. And on the one hand, it's kind of saying, look, he's taken this, made it corporate, and it's no longer theirs. But at the same time, it's saying, wow, look what he's done, look how many people this affects on a daily basis, millions of people. Created lots of jobs, etc. So on the one hand, it seems like it's praising it, but on the other, it's kind of not. I guess maybe it's trying to show both sides. Maybe it's a balanced view and is trying to give us both. But either way, it is really interesting to see how both Dick and Mac McDonald created the very beginning of McDonald's, and then how it became this arguably bigger, better franchise that I'd say every single person in the world who lives near one has been to one. I don't know a single person who's never been to a McDonald's. Michael Keaton plays Ray Kroc, and he does a great job. I hadn't heard of Ray Kroc before this, so I can't exactly say he does an accurate performance, but I would expect that he does. The McDonald brothers are played by Nick Offerman and John Carroll Lynch, and I think the three of them, when they're talking about the partnerships and things, it works really well. What I love most about this is how much it transports you back in time. The set designs in the costumes just feel like they've come right out of the 50s. I really feel like I'm back there, and it also makes me, it makes me nostalgic for a time I've never known. I kind of miss those simpler days, even though I wasn't born in the 50s, but even the 90s were a lot more simple and slower than they are now. Everything's so fast and instant, and we don't have time to appreciate the little things. In the beginning, certainly, that's kind of an impression that's given. So there are pros and cons to McDonald's existing, I guess, but the film itself is really entertaining to watch, really informative, really enjoyable. Oddly, I didn't find myself wanting a McDonald's. Usually if I'm watching, for example, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I want chocolate. With this, I wasn't really wanting a McDonald's at all. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But I did enjoy the film. If you're interested in this kind of film, I think it's something that you'll really like, because it's really entertaining, it's very well told, it's educational, it's visually beautiful. Keaton gives a great performance. I don't think I can fault it.